G'day guys, Tiny here from Offtap Brewing. Cheers! Sunday here in Australia and it's overcast. The heat is gone for the last 2 days, 3 days. Our 45 degree temperatures have subsided to some nice days. I don't know what you can see out there, but you know, got some nice clouds. It's nice and cool. I haven't stripped off naked yet and jumped in the pool, so it's all pretty good. I feel sorry for you guys over there in the States and in Canada and in England. I was talking to the thrifty brewer last night. Cheers, Sammy. Sorry I didn't get the chance to do the Scotch eggs, but me little camp cooker broke, and he knows the story about that. So I couldn't boil any eggs. Anyhow. Yeah, we were talking about temperatures and all that sort of stuff, and I was mentioning how, like, I've heard that if, you know, negative 30 degrees Celsius, people go outside with glasses of water, throw them in the air, and it just turns to ice and snow. And over here in Australia, I've never been to the snow. I've seen it on TV, I've heard about it, I've seen hail. But I have no concept of a temperature that cold and living in an environment like that. So, you know, I feel for you guys. You know, basically over here it'd be like summer all around for you guys. You know, you might get 2 months of a little bit chilly, but you know, it never gets too cold. Nothing that'll freeze water anyhow. Cheers, Sam. Good chat. What was I doing? Oh, I was doing a fermentation check, and just sort of run you guys through how I do that, how often and what I do when I do check fermentation. Basically, I get up in the morning before work or on the weekend, and I'll have a look around at my fridges just very quickly, and I'll just make sure they are running in the temperature range that I've set. You know, you don't want a fridge that you've set to 12 degrees sitting at 30 degrees because you've left the door open or something's gone wrong. You know, that's just not good for your little yeasty buddies. And likewise for a you know, an ale fridge, you don't want it sitting at 25-30 degrees when you've set it at 18. That's just not kosher. Now, I've run through other videos before talking about chiller plates and all that sort of stuff. Well, I have seen in a lot of my fridges them not getting down to temperature because of the freezing up and all that sort of stuff. They just, if you set it at 2 degrees to crash chill your beer, you know, it might hover around 7 and just be running all the time because something's frozen up. Now, I have a fridge out the back that happens to a lot, and for me, all I do is I turn the fridge off, I let it sit for a couple of hours, and then I turn it back on, and it generally, you know, will come down a bit more for me. So yeah, I just run you through what I check when I do my fermentation checks. Basically checking that. I've had this fridge open before, but that, if you can see, you can't see it, it's like, it's 9 degrees anyhow, it's running. As I said, it was fine when I came out here. Now I'm out fans indoors because when you open the fridge you're not blowing shitty air back in, because I'm going to open that. So you know, I try and mount the fans in the doors. And plus, when you've got it open, you're not pumping more humidity into the fridge, which will stick on your chiller plate. So there's my chiller plate, and it's looking good. It's getting a bit frosty because I have had it open for a while this morning. And yeah, it's getting a bit chilly there, but that's fine. That will dissipate when the fridge stops its cycle, when I eventually let it come down from now 16 degrees. I mount my temperature controllers towards the front end of the fridge, and I allow the ambient temperature to govern. I don't strap it to there because yeah, I don't want the fridge running for that long to chill that up. But anyhow, let's get into this. There's my beer. Look at that, perfect. There's my beer. It didn't attenuate out to where I wanted it. It's attenuated out to 1020 on the Geiger counter there, which, you know, I wanted 1010 of course. But this, during fermentation, after 4-stage fermentation, once the krausen had dissipated and just basically letting the CO2 come out, it was covered in protein. There was big chunks of protein in there, and you know, putting it down to, I think I've got it set at 2 degrees or something, put it down to 2 degrees for the last 2 days has knocked all those off there. Let's put this lid back on before we close the door, because we don't want that air to circle through that. Struggling. A one-handed struggle. Okay. And that's it. I'm happy that my fridge is running properly and fermentation has subsided and crash chilling is working. So yeah, that's basically what I do, and I do that on a daily basis. You know, I've got 4 fridges running at the moment as fermentation chambers. So you know, it's imperative that I check them all. So check your fridges, guys. You know, is your fridge running? We all know the answer to that. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Just a real quick update on what's happening at Offtap HQ. Cheers, see you next time.